Hi there, my name is PolishLynx. This is Everlasting Summer. Next episode, I've noticed we've broke through 60 episodes of this game and it's, well, quite ridiculous. Didn't expect it to be that long, and there are still, well, 2 endings for Ludiana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 endings. Or, wait a minute, 2, 3, or 5? Or, I don't know. If we don't count Uliana, I think there are 5. Alright, I'll go continue. No, that doesn't matter, let's continue. I got to the canteen even before dinner. Fortunately, it was already open, but no food was being served. And there are even mods. Oh, well, I probably check if there are in English or Polish, and if in Polish, then the very bad translation from me will be provided by sound. I took my favorite seat in the farthest corner and concentrated on playing with a toothpick. Soon I got the feeling that someone was standing next to me. I raised my eyes and spotted Olga Dmitrievna. We just stared at each other for some time. Do you need something? Finally I broke the silence. You know, Semyon, sure I understand everything, but... What? I asked, surprised. Did you think I didn't notice your absence last night? Absence is quite an overstatement. I'd rather say I just went out for a moment. Well, so what? What's the matter? I thought that it was nothing to, but I was determined to check. The camp leader's expression was increasingly heading towards a frown. So, have you checked? I still couldn't understand what she was up to. Yeah, I checked. And you know what? For a true pioneer, it's just unacceptable. It's shameful. It's disgraceful, especially with her. She flushed red with exertion. I don't even want to hear your pitiful excuses. The vague idea of what she was talking about dawned on me. So, what happened? Would you care to explain? And now you've got the nerve to play innocent, you with Uliana? Now it all became crystal clear. I've got 2 things to tell you. First, I started getting steamed up. Nothing of that sort happened there, and I'm the last one who has any relation to this situation. And you think that? Second, I already interrupted her. Who told you that? In fact, the answer was obvious. Uliana would not do it, and if she had decided to once again play a trick on me, she would have done it much earlier. From the time spent here, I began to understand her well. And that leaves only one possible candidate. Why does it matter? No, it does. Would you care to explain your behavior then? Olga Dmitrievna seemed to be a little taken aback by my vehemence. There is nothing to explain. I quickly got up and headed to the exit of the canteen. Semyon, wait! I heard the camp leader's weak prattle behind me. If you act decisively with her, then she is not that confident. Soon I had to get things straight with Valchevskaya. While her pranks hadn't concerned me, or only concerned me indirectly, I could bear it. Just think about it, I'd even started to consider her not such a bad person. I met Slavia at the square. Do you know where Alisa is? Yeah, I do. What's the matter? Just tell me. My words sounded obviously rough, but it seems that she didn't pay it any attention. She's at the music club. Good. Slavia was right, and I met Alisa near the music club. However, she was accompanied by Miku. Mind explaining yourself? I didn't waste time on pleasantries. And what makes you think so? Alisa gave me a cute smile. Oh, Semyon, hi! How nice that you're here too! Maybe then 3 of us can play something. I have a new song, and you know, it is so funny. I'm sure you'll like it, I promise. Or we can choose something old. Miku interrupted the conversation. Could you? What? She looked at me with a smile of an uncomprehending child. From that moment I understood what exactly she had in her mind. The rabbits, teddy bears, pussycats, but no sign of intelligence. I need to talk to Alisa. I said in a tone that brought no disagreement. Okay, maybe later. It looked like she was upset. Though I didn't care. So, I don't understand what you mean, Alisa said, offended. And anyway, I have to go. She turned around and got ready to leave. Grabbed her arm roughly. Tried to stop her verbally. Tried to stop her verbally. Hey, not so fast. She stopped and turned to me. I'm not here to kill you. My words sounded like a joke, but Alisa flinched. Who taught the camp leader to Liana came to me at night? I don't know. She pleaded piteously. We discussed it this morning, didn't we? She said nothing, but continued to look at me with fear in her eyes. And most importantly, what's the purpose of telling 1,000 lies? I really don't know what you're talking about. Her eyes filled with tears. Suddenly I felt as if I'd been struck by lightning. What if she isn't guilty? And why did I immediately think of her? Anyone else could easily have seen us at night. You never know, even Liana herself could tell anyone. Are you sure? I asked harshly. Yes. I thought for a second, and this time was just enough for Alisa to escape. Now the only true solution is to talk to Olga Dmitrievna again. I found her on the canteen porch. By that time the sun had nearly disappeared behind the horizon. You came back after all? She began. Olga Dmitrievna, could you tell me honestly who told you about it? I've just spoken to Tachevskaya, it's not her. Uliana wouldn't do it herself, so who? In fact, I myself didn't realize why I needed to know this. Initially I was just mad at Alisa, but now... Well... She hesitated. Some strange girl... But this... still doesn't... A strange girl... I think I know what she's talking about. But I won't spoil it for you. But I was spoiled by that. Well, I was spoiled with that. Well, whatever. Well, yeah, not from our camp, it seemed. Why did she tell you about this? How should I know? Look, I'm here now, but this is... I took a deep breath and turned away. Just why does she have to obviously die? Oh well, maybe she's trying to protect somebody. Let's say. Damn, I cannot even imagine. Alright. I sat quietly and walked briskly away from the canteen. I had absolutely no desire to continue listening to Olga Dmitrievna's stupid lies. Our so-called camp leader. I walked aimlessly, completely lost in thought. Are you on guard duty? I heard a cheerful voice from behind. It was Uliana. Nothing special, just seems like there was no chance of finding out who Olga Dmitrievna's former informer was, and yesterday's incident was hushed up somehow, so I decided not to think about it. What do you have planned for the evening? Nothing, I guess. After all of my frantic attempts to uncover the truth, I felt some inexplicable guilt before Alisa and Uliana. What exactly the guilt before Uliana was about was completely unclear though. Then I have a suggestion. What is it? I brought a video cassette from home. Her eyes flashed conspiratorially. And I couldn't even remember where the last time I had watched or heard something recorded on cassette was. With a cool movie on it. It's a porn movie, I'm sure about it. Where would we get a VCR here? This word came to me from the past, and I decided to test whether my guesses about which time period I had been placed in were right. At the cybernetics club, of course. There is nothing there, I said confidently. What about in the back room? She was right. He could be there. And we will find a freaking library of porn there. I'm sure about it. They recorded porn with that robot. I'm sure about it. But anyway, it's too late and everything is closed. That strange feeling of guilt I felt in front of Uliana wasn't giving me a chance to refuse immediately. We can get in there through the window. She grinned mischievously. Well, you know. Maybe you're right. Wish we could get a key, mused Uliana. But I had one. In my pocket. And I just remembered about it. Now that you mention it, yeah, I've got a key. Next time I'd better think before I speak. That's good, then I will quickly run to get the cape. You wait here and I'll be right back. She disappeared before I could even open my mouth. It's strange that she wasn't surprised that the key to the cybernetics club mysteriously happened to be in my pocket at the right place and time. But in any case, I had to decide what to do next. The most right and logical thing would be to not go anywhere with her. But my guilt got to me, for it seems to me that there could be nothing criminal in watching a movie with her. But on the other hand, with Uliana even the most harmless thing can turn into a free-ring circus. At the very least. I was already starting to forget about what happened this evening, about my frantic attempts to get the truth from Alice and Olga Dmitrievna. In just a couple of minutes she returned. Having second thoughts? I looked at Uliana and felt a bit uncomfortable. Are we going? Listen, you know, your ideas are, let's say, not entirely safe. And in the end everything will end badly again. Are you scared? No, I'm not. I'm just a grown man and I'm not interested in such games. Grown man! She laughed. Indeed, I forgot that I look 17 at most. What makes you think so? It's really hard to accept, but I had nothing to say to that. Thinking about it, the whole time I spent here, I did not display any particular forethought, nor life experience, nor cold, balanced assessment of the situation. For the other question is, did I ever show those in that life? And in fact, even if I think, I would recall some examples, of course, but... Alright, let's go. I was so offended by Uliana's words that I asked, and what is a grown man in your opinion? One who is responsible for his actions, one who does not do anything without thinking about the consequences, a person who is capable of taking good care not only of himself, but also of others. And all that doesn't describe you, that's for sure. I tried to laugh it off. I'm not pretending to be like that anyway, grinned Uliana. Yeah, she was absolutely right. I do not possess any of those qualities. Me too, but I always thought that not being 17 is all that's required. It seems that in general there is no difference between me and other people, and if I wish I could be exactly like they are. Is that all wrong? In fact, no, because in this camp I try to behave in a most logical, sensible and proper way, like an adult. But if even Uliana says differently, then how can I get out of here? We went in. It took some time for Uliana to find the light switch. Presto! Well done, bravo! I exaggerated, clapped my hands. Hey, stop making fun of me! She pouted. Oh hey, what's next? Here! Uliana went up to the door to the second room, hesitated for a moment and pushed it open. And a porn stash appeared. No? No? I expected a porn stash here. There wasn't much space inside, seems more like this room was used for storage. So, there must be... They hide it somewhere, I'm sure of it. Boxes built on top of each other had formed some sort of obscene miniature. Various devices scattered here and there reminded me of the chaotic brainstorm raging ahead of scientists. Bookshelves on the far wall made it clear that this was not a simple storage for unused junk. To my right there was a TV set with a video player sitting next to it. Interestingly, they were not Soviets. I'd bet they were Japanese. At least going by their appearance. Not very surprising in those days, or more accurately for me, these days, imports already existed. What did I tell you? Uliana smiled triumphantly. Yeah. Have you seen anything like that before? I have. Perhaps I've got a VCR too. Probably it's lying somewhere on the mezzanine in my house. Seems like you're not surprised at all. Why should I be surprised? A Japanese TV set, a video player. You look like you often see such things. Not too often lately. I agreed lazily. You are so gloomy. Nevertheless, okay, take it. She handed me a cassette. I turned it over in my hands, but did not find any sticker or labels on it. So what's on it? I don't know exactly. Oh my goodness. It will be a porn. It will be porn, mused Aliana. But I'm sure it's something very interesting. Soon, the logo of a well-known American film company appeared on the screen. Here! Watch! Uliana even started fidgeting impatiently. I'm watching. A few minutes later, I realized that the tape contained a famous film from the 80s. It was about a robot from the future, sent to kill someone in the past, so in the years in between a hero wouldn't be born. Oh, so it is not a porn after all. Interesting coincidence. You could say I was sent from the future too. So what? My mission is to kill someone from among the local residents. I could not help laughing. What's so funny? Uliana looked at me reproachfully. No, nothing. Seems as if you don't like the movie. The movie's alright. You've seen it several times. How can that be? Her eyes widened in surprise. Well, my friend gave me a cassette. Uliana stared intently at me. Anyway, keep watching. I pointed at the screen. When the film was about halfway through, I heard someone trying to open the front door. It is said that when a person has one of their senses weakened, the others are amplified. True. I was quite blind but could hear perfectly. Well, I'm actually not blind at all and can hear pretty good, so some other senses might be terrible. Lights off, I whispered. What? Turn off the lights. Uliana realized that this wasn't the time to argue with me and rushed to the switch. Meanwhile, I pressed the pause button. I heard footsteps in the other room and saw a flashlight flickering under the door. I wonder who decided to sneak into the cybernetics club at night. They are not here. It was a voice of Olga Dmitrievna. Soon the front door slammed shut and I sighed with relief. See that? Again, that's because of you. What? Uliana stared at me in surprise. Why else would she come here at night? She's definitely searching for us. Alice unlikely doesn't care about your absence, but I'm registered at the camp leader's cabin. She thought for a while. Well, so what? So what? Why are you constantly looking for a trouble? It's almost as if you like it. It's more fun this way. Is it fun when you are constantly scolded and punished? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. She laughed merrily. Eventually there are also rules. Well, up until now you have evaded serious consequences, but who knows what could happen next. It could all end badly. You grumble like a granny, she said offended. And who said recently that I could not be called an adult? Forget it, let's finish the movie. Alright, let's finish the movie in the next episode. Bye.